out to my colleague, Dr. Kingori. That was such a lit show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TTT. My name is Amina, Abdi, Rabar. Let's take a look at the highlights.
In court, I believe, here with her counsel, going over what they can expect for this court session. We can listen in just a bit before I go over the charges that have or are being investigated against them. That is why she is now in court.
Now, have you ever had money that you need but you can't access? Well, it couldn't be worse than the case of this MP. That's exactly what I would have been doing. Hey, what do you think he had done, the owner of the car, to deserve that? I think he changed his phone pattern. It was an N, now it's an X.
Kuhusu Kenyatta National Hospital, those doctors, I'm very sure those doctors are not qualified.
Now the question is, how unwell is our public health sector? Like really, the Kenyatta National Hospital management has denied those claims, but what if it's true? Well, as usual, the hashtag is TTTT at the Trend Live. I hope you had a great week, guys. I really, really do. I'm so excited for the panelists tonight. We have Sheila Kwamboka making her debut on this show.
Yes.
And looking like a slay queen. Excuse me.
Hello. You know me now. How you guys doing?
Hey, looking like you are looking for somebody.
I think now you know now.
All right, I've never seen Sheila with makeup. And then we have YY. And where have you been, Sleepy? Tumekumiss, mambo? Have you been? Umekuwa mrefu, nini? Like, tell me, what has changed? No, nakaka waiter. Other than that, you're getting married tonight.
Straight up.
What's going on?
You can't say nakaka waiter, please. I mean, the days that I try, please.
No,
I
don't think you look like a waiter, though. I feel like you look more of a butler.
Ooh. Yeah, that's very accurate. You're right, Sheila. I hadn't seen it, but now I see it. I do. I see it. Anyway, so welcome to the show, guys. So much happened. So this story was, pretty big this week. 3-time world Olympic champion made headlines for all the wrong reasons after a video of him in a compromising state leaked online. In the video, which, I know you guys want to see it, some of you, but then we cannot play it on TV at this time, or really ever, for morality reasons. And the fear of Ezekiel Mutua, and the fear of my employer, and the fear of very many people. Well, Asbel is in the company of a lady, said to be the wife of a friend. This story has taken I think very many different shapes and turns from when it leaked, with the most definite one being that this is a love triangle. So which other shape have you had of, Sheila? Have you, because there's so many different versions with so many different angles and so many rumors, stories.
I gotta be honest, man. I've watched the video. I have.
I haven't watched it.
I have watched the video. Asbel already shoots. You understand? Like, it was his camera work. So I think he released this like a movie. You know what I mean? Because he's the one holding the camera. He's recording what is happening. So I think when you're recording like that, I don't think you're recording such to say, hey, check even nilikuwa. No, I think you're recording to share it with people. The most unfortunate thing is you can't trust people. You can't trust people.
No, you can't. No. Not in this digital age.
No, never.
Lakini mbona unakanika ulistudy hiyo video sana, Sheila?
Nilisoma.
Kwani ulikuwa unajaribu kufanya yako?
Unajua Asbel is a gold Boston Marathon winner.
Also, you're like,
he's a dope guy. Yeah, I heard he was dope at some point. He's a dope guy. So I was like, I gotta be trying to meet this dope guy. And dope when I saw the video, I was like, okay. But that Chile, we need to talk about that Chile.
I feel, she was caught in this situation, unfortunately, but Sleepy, najua uko na video kadhaa, so niambie, wewe ulichezea wapi? Ni show. This isn't new for you, it's okay.
Hata history naisikilia tu hapa.
Yeah, when Kim Kardashian wa TTT?
Lincoln bio.
Lincoln
bio. Sheila, hebu explain ilikuwa refu.
Ngoja nini?
The video.
Video,
The video is it's like, I mean, she's like gyrating in the car and he's
you don't have to
recording
describe it.
I'm describing. Ezekiel can't be like on my description. So she was grinding. She was kind of semi-nude, but she was dressed.
I feel like Sleepy was joking.
Unajua by the way, hapa hivi, it's quite a revelation that Sheila loves fast things, fast internet. Unasikia vile yako na details.
Na kwa nini naikumbuka
4G.
In fact, that's the real issue here. Why? The issue here is that we need to take Sheila to therapy.
What? How did I thought this was about Asbel?
That's torture.
I think this was about no. Listen, let me tell you something. When a legendary, iconic, dope guy who's flying Kenya's flag high, video is out, the least I can do as a Kenyan citizen is to watch the video.
That's your honor and duty as a Kenyan.
He raised the flag so high. It's the least
I thought Kemboi peke yake ndiye ako na mambo ya steeplechase.
No, clearly not. Clearly not. Why?
I actually watched the video.
Of course.
And I would like to say that it's such a shame. I was so embarrassed because this is somebody who is an icon. Most of us look up to him. He's an ambassador. And then look at the womb. What were they? And then let's forget about the fact this woman is actually married. This woman is married to his best friend. I think anatuharibia wanaume wengine wenye sini wapoa ama wanaume wengine out there who can actually keep a marriage. And pia udem anaharibia mademu wengine huko nje. So most of us think that marriage might not work. So I was embarrassed when I watched the video.
To be honest, why? I'm just like, why are you like taking that angle? Because I'm like, these are two grown-ups, yeah?
It's okay.
And you know, they knew what they were getting into. I don't think they are, ambassadors of marriage.
No.
They are just a reflection of what's happening. This is a reflection. They just got
of
busted.
what goes on in the society.
They just got busted.
But I mean, I think YY's point is...
The athlete is a celebrity.
When you're a personality, people look up to you.
He's a personality.
So then, okay.
Okay, wewe mbona kutoa?
Amina,
to
be honest.
Akona
siwezi fanya video. I'm not an actress.
Uko na Sheila big brother.
I'm
Buddha,
sorry.
ziko mob, shower hour. I'm kidding. Yeah. But
Amina.
I hear YY's side. I really, I think, actually, because they both make sense. I mean, it's true, they are adults, YY. Hakuna mtu anakuwa vile behave. See, when you go in front of all of those people and you say, I do, right? So you know what those vows mean. You know what they are.
So you're supporting?
I'm not supporting. I'm just saying that when ni mtu mkubwa na akili zako, so, but I also understand that as young people, they look up to adults who, of course, are in the limelight. And they feel like, oh, if he did it, then I can do it.
And then remember, social media ni ya kila mtu mpaka watoto. So it's shameful and embarrassing.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
You, of course...
Before you leave,
sorry?
I've never seen YY that serious. YY, uliochia video hivyo? This is so bad.
I'm like, what?
Like, and I can watch all the way to the end. Alafu akaenda akawachana na beshte yake like eboni.
And then unajua dem ni politician, anasimama MCA. Who do you want to represent?
Yeah.
And then unaona hiyo ngoma inacheza hapo ilikuwa inasemaje? Gurumisha gari.
You know, I've had
gari
so
gani?
many...
Okay, kulikuwa na ngoma.
Inacheza hapo inasema gurumisha gari ya kale.
Wow. Okay. And maybe it's the song choice that's upsetting. I'm just saying.
But in all honesty, YY got a little bit serious there. But it's true. I mean, everyone has their own opinion about it. So do let us know what your 2 cents are. Hashtag TTT, okay? Now, this week, normal business was disrupted in the August House to discuss the very important issue of how Muranga women rep was in the House dressed in a short-sleeved blouse. And here it is.
What is it that you find is a problem with, especially what Honorable Sabina is wearing?
It doesn't have a blouse and it's just short sleeve. It's very casual, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, what is it, Honorable Sabina Chege? You want to say something so that you...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't know what is wrong with Honorable Manto, Mr. Speaker.
Neither do I,
yes,
but
it is my birthday today, Mr. Speaker. And if you wished to wish me a happy birthday, you would have just stood and sang a happy birthday song to me. I've got any...
I don't understand it. That was last week, sorry. But I don't understand it. What
was the
so wrong
story
with that?
there?
Her outfit, what she was dressed in.
Ah, okay.
Okay. let me break it down to you guys.
Break it down fast, Sleepy.
First of all, I was at Sabina's birthday party. I was hosting the party for her.
This is all necessary information, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there. And they were properly dressed. And I watched the video again, the one that Kenya Waheshimiwa azushaing kwa parliament, that mkono yake ni nude. Really? The only part yenye tunaona ni kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. Ushaienda wedding, uko na wale wa mama wanjahe, kama if at all nudes ni hizo, ushaiona mkono mtu ameunga hivi.
That is the ultimate,
but I didn't find anything nude with
nothing.
The way Sabina was wearing in parliament. Totally, that was out of order for Waheshimiwa to say that, because the next time wanataka Waheshimiwa wafanye nini? Waingie na makabuti. Honestly, I didn't find anything nude there.
Yeah. So our moral crusader, why? What did you think about it?
Okay, me.
Tuambie.
I don't know the rules of the parliament. Okay, every institution has their own rules. So maybe kwa parliament, there's a way you're not supposed to dress. So these politicians know very well why they said that Sabina may dress in a
Why?
And
Why?
listen,
the rules of the parliament ilisomwa mpaka na speaker. They say
Wewe ni
wanaume
mbunge.
wanavaa suti. Wanawake you vaa decent for business or casual. There was nothing wrong with that. Well,
that's why I've said I don't know the rules of the house. And the members of parliament know very well why they are against that. When I get. So if at all that was wrong, next time asifanye hivyo. But if it was right, watu walimkemea were being irrational.
Why?
Labda walikuwa watuma fisi tu.
No. I'm against that, because there are so many people. We need to define what is nudity. Ushaenda ushago, alafu kuna kadem kakuzo kako kamevaa longia jeans, amekata hapa hivi kwa mapaja mara mbili. Wamama wanasema kiu mtoto aliharibika, anatuonesha uchi.
Yes.
It does not make sense.
So
Let's just
nudity
define what
is an opinion.
But don't you think that if they spent that much time maybe talking about the 2/3 gender rule being enacted in parliament?
Yes.
And to be honest, I mean,
because it went on for quite some time. All right, we have to take a break. I'm so sorry, Sheila. We have to take a break. We'll get back and talk about it some more. #TTT. oh my gosh. Some of the feedback that we get is so funny. Is so mean. Goodness. About Sabina Chege, woy. Sylvester says she was feeling hot. Coletta Kims says it's funny how Parliament cameras. All right, so let me get that one. So she says it's funny how Parliament cameras captured the dressing, but when it comes to bribery, doctoring reports, they become inactive. I feel like Coletta Kims, can you join us on our show? Like, I feel like we should hug virtually. We really should. Then we also have Kiprono who says. Okay, first of all, I don't know who Safina is, but she said she knew that she was dressed in an abnormal way, and that's why she informed others that it was her birthday. What? How did that make any sense? That's like the first 3 sentences of Sleepy's story. I hosted the birthdays, all that.
I'm gonna say
unnecessary,
this,
but it's
Amina.
okay. It's okay. I get it. You got a name drop. Sleepy, it's okay.
There are people who will say that, Amina, you're naked, hapa kwa shingo. That's nudity to other people. So
First of all, it is. But my
It's
family
not.
who's watching right now.
It's not.
It is. It
You're
is
just
where I'm
okay.
from.
I'm
Sleepy.
saying nudity is an opinion.
If it's an opinion, then you are contradicting yourself.
I'm not
To
contradicting
others,
myself. I'm
to
trying
others,
to
that's an
say-
opinion.
That's
I'm
very
Hata
true.
wewe.
Hey, why?
Hata
That is
wewe,
very true.
because
it
umevaa
is.
poa. It's an opinion. Kuna mahali ukipita mtu anashangaa amedunga nini.
Exactly.
Unaget?
So my point is, first, Sabina's joy is Sabina's joy. Okay? Let her dress how she wants. She's decent. Sabina's joy is Sabina's joy. Send that to Parliament.
Joy
Augustus.
to the west.
Sabina's joy is Sabina's joy. Number 2, remember we live, things like this make me, like, we need to ask ourselves what this, I was going to use old, but then I'm going to say mature men think nudity is. Remember, we live in that country where an artist went to the airport, tried to represent wildebeest migration, and then the head of no decided, no, that's very sexual. So even my fingers like this is probably sexual. Yo, guys, we need to chill.
Yeah.
That is, Sabina is,
We
I looked
relax.
at the video and I was like, what the hell are we, do elbows turn you on? Can I say turn you on TV? I already said it.
I think you already just did. I don't know what kind of things you're into since you and YY watched this video so much. In fact, there's someone who shared a picture of how YY looked when he was watching the video. Mike, can you pull that up? You don't have it? Okay, fine. He even shared YY's face. All right, so now, Honorable William Chepkut. He was in a Harambe. Then his contribution became inaccessible as the tracksuit he was wearing was torn. And then he was trying to search. Just take a look, you won't understand. So as you can see the jaw is torn. So now he's trying to reach it. Now if you don't know a tracksuit, as in you don't even know where it goes. It's like it has doors, houses. There's so many things inside it, so many compartments, I guess. So he's there trying to get it. I don't even know who recorded this, but so there he is. I don't even know if he found it. Did he get it? Was that his contribution for the Harambe? Did he contribute anything else, or he said, ndawatumia kwa simu? All right. So thank you so much to Nairobi News for that. I'm going to start off with YY. What do you do in such a scenario? Also, is it normal?
Yeah, this is a scenario that most of us have found themselves into. Mimi nimejipata na, it's embarrassing hata ukijipata na coin. Alafu umesimama kwa soko unaenda kununua kitu and then pesa haiko.
Yeah.
Kumbe kwa kiatu. Now, when I looked at this video, this guy is my hero. He has a track record. Unaona? Ido first of all, ndio itoboe mfuko. Inatoshanaje? Hebu jiulize.
Ndio nashangaa.
Ndio itoboe mfuko. Mpaka ifike huko chini.
Amina, niliochi video bazi. Inanisaudia kama music video. Ebu iplay hapo mahali penye naisha. It's like the words za hizo poem. Kama uko na hiyo sound, inaendanisha na action. Inaka sound. Unaweza play video na nini? Na hiyo poem.
Yeah, so
Sauti ya poem. Kuna poem kwa background.
But it work a poem.
You know, the whole time...
See, it was a poem.
Mali walisema asante, thank you very much. Akairudisha ndani.
YY anaweza ifanya hapa sasa hii.
Niliona.
I think the thing that's
Alafu
most
waheshimiwa wanakataza mahoka town. Now see, if you had hawkers, ungepata tracksuit, mfuko ni leather. Vitu kama hizo, please allow hawkers, they can see the future.
Oh my God.
Sebe, tracksuit, mfuko ya leather. Tracksuit, mfuko ya leather. These problems will not be here.
But it's good that he was helping. At least he was in a, you know, he was in a giving spirit. We're hoping that the money finally found its way out of that tracksuit. But it happens to ladies, Sheila. You know, like in your handbag, it tears and then now you can't find money. You can't find things.
Absolutely.
You have to pour everything out. It's terrible.
But
can I ask
Amina,
you?
it's confusing. Sasa waheshimiwa, ukitaka kumpiga kete unapiga kwa mguu ama unapiga wapi sasa?
Manze sasa sijui. Acheni pia niwaambie, by the way, mawarges wakienda kwa bank, hivyo ndio unaenda kutoa do. Like inakonga imefichika kila mahali kwa trao nini. Boxers.
Lakini Kalenjin lazima vae tracksuit ndio tujue wao ndio the marathon runners.
Yeah.
Hata huyo MP anaka agile track anywhere. Hata hizi track the money in his pocket. Lakini ni tracksuit amevaa.
In fact, since we're still talking about our leaders, well, I need us to take a moment and talk about how our leaders who had accompanied President Uhuru Kenyatta to the US ended up in the meeting without any notebooks. That was also another, you know, as you can see, because, I mean, you can see on the other side of the table, there are notepads, there are pens. You know, we've come, we're jotting down things, and then on this other side, I mean, I can see one, I think, but what do you guys think?
This is a very interesting photo. I feel like Kenyans on Twitter, man, you jumped on this too early. For me, I'm like, checky. This is an opportunity for the world to see that us guys, clearly we are smart, we don't need to write notes. Nah, we're straight to the point. Notes ni zanini. Tumekuja hapo kwa school. As in, we are the ones who've come with the information. So you should be write notes. I think that's what happens.
Take down what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, there was so much more, of course, that they had gone to do. But maybe that specific meeting was, you know, maybe it was an initial meeting where they didn't really need to write something down. I don't know. Ama na watetea.
Na pia watu wenyewe andika notes sana kwa class unakumbuka when you're in school, right? There was always these guys who are writing every single note. Wanaandika notes yani wako na vitabu ka 20 na uko na exercise book moja for all the subjects. Na bado wamesata get E. So writing is not, kuwa na notebook doesn't mean ndio kutangulia na kufika. I'm just saying.
It's, yeah. Or during exams when you hear someone asking for an extra leaf of paper and you were done like 10 minutes ago. All right, so we're going to take a short break. We're going to be back again with TTT.
tonight.
The lower part of the jacket, the hem, and that's the one that he had used to try to commit suicide.
A police cell, a strip of jacket, a small bucket, and a dead suspect. The mystery of the death of the main suspect of an attempted murder case involving a governor. Also tonight, why you may need to rush to the pump before midnight to save some money. Ahead as well,
this proceeding shall now rest at the point at which they had reached.
Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, who was on the unfamiliar side of the courtroom. We tell you of her claims that this is a case of revisit. Plus, what does it mean to get 746 million shillings? We put context of the money as well as introduce you to Victoria Debet Rotich.
All right, and welcome back to TTTT. As we take a look at some of the tweets coming in, there's Jemo Kasisi who says, I'm definitely loving Sheila's view on things. Guys really need to drop from their high horses. Okay. I also see Edwin Yakweba who says, what amazes me is not even how Sabina was dressed, it's how petty issues can be discussed in Parliament, and yet serious issues, health education, cannot even get 60 seconds in that floor. First of all, I mean, that's a bit unfair. And then there's Freddie who says it was a petty debate, but also members should wear appropriately. All right, I get that. We have one more, let me see, from Cedric who says, this is the best suit for him. He's talking about the MP who couldn't find his money, so there it is. Maybe next time that's what he should try and wear. Alikuwa na plan ya kujikuna. This is from Anthony Kenya. Really? I don't believe it. But I will say this though. I mean, in every single organization, you have rules and regulations as to what you should wear, what is acceptable, what's deemed unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like it's different. What I can wear to work here at NTV is different from what I will wear when I go to another, place of work. There are things that they will tolerate and there are other things that they will not. So I don't think it's the nudity aspect of it all. Maybe it's just that it's just not allowed in Parliament to dress and show your arms. You know what I mean? Maybe that's it. All right, so now Regina is a friendly, hungry and frightened cat. That was a message. Please call her and offer food and leave food so she will return. That's an extract from a newspaper ad by a cat owner who's offering 50,000 bob. So if you want to make 50K, that's how you do it, to whoever finds the lost cat. It's important to note that this happened in Utawala, not at Nakuru, nope, Utawala. So now we want to call the gentleman who put out this ad. So we're going to do that on air. But right now I want to hear your thoughts. So why?
Yes.
Chama.
Vilatisha
50,000 for my lost cat.
Yes. As a reward. On Friday next week, kwake kuna kujaa watu 30 wako na paka tofauti. Kila mtu amekuja na paka yake. Now hata mademo ataanza kutembea na mifupa kwa bag wakitafuta Regina. But then again, you know there are people who fear cats, but kuna watu wanapenda sana wanyama. So I understand the bond that maybe wamekuwa nayo.
Yeah.
So this guy sahi labda is desperate, ana feel vibaya, ame lose friend, mtu kitu si mtu. Kitu mnyama wamekuwa wakikula pamoja. Una get? So it's like losing a friend. So ukipata hiyo paka, watu wasijitengenezee mapaka mupake rangi. Watu wakina Sleepy, wakitoka wakina Sleepy. Mujitengenezee.
I think paka you refer to it as a person. No? Am I wrong on my Swahili? But I mean, you know, I think maybe it's because not a lot of people value their pets in that way.
I'm so sure Amina vile tu wewe anasema. Umse atajipata na the exact cat lakini sio Regina.
Aitiki.
Atajipata na pakera kai hivyo. Hivyo tu Regina lakini si Regina.
Lakini si yeye.
Ndio mzee anamwambia hii sitakufanyia hata na 50. Hii ni 35. Sababu haijakaa sana.
Anajipea
ni zile zimepotea kama 2 weeks. Hiyo ni
hii inakula mpaka mboga.
Na Regina kitu nilipendea Regina.
Regina ulimpendea wapi?
Inatandika manago.
Nilipendea Regina ni maziwa. Haikuli. Anaraba pole. A nice Regina.
Okay.
Wasafiri wanataka kujaa guy.
But lakini unajua nini? All right, so I told you we're going to call Dan. His name is Dan. The cat owner. Hi Dan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. My name is Amina. I'm calling you from NTV. So we heard about your cat and we were concerned. We wanted to know, did you find the cat? Did you find Regina?
Yeah, we found her yesterday.
You found Regina?
Yeah, we found her yesterday.
Ni Regina wa ukweli?
Yeah, ni ukweli hata anaweza kutumia kwa mkitaka.
How old is
I have a question for this guy. I mean, how long have you had Regina?
Okay, actually Siati ilikuwa yangu na cheki.
Buda wewe uko asole.
Ni broker.
Mpaka ya mtu.
Yaani broker.
Sasa wewe ulikuwa unapewa 100. Ulikuwa unapewa 100, ukaamua kupeana 50.
Alafu tuta split.
Hii paka ilikuwa ya msee.
Cheki nilijua tu wewe kwanza tulia wewe.
Oh my gosh. So sasa ulikula how much? I mean, wewe msee mwenye alikuja ulimpatia 50k yote ama Regina alikuja nyumbani mwenyewe?
Okay, Regina tulipata jana kitu saa 2 usiku hivi. Tulipata tu hapo Utawala.
Ilikuwa tu imetawala.
So hakuna mtu alikula hiyo do.
Ilikuwa imetoka kwa ba.
Najua ni ya best yangu mzungu, ni ya lady by the name Susan.
Oh, so si
yako. Tunajua si yako.
Nilijua tu. Hakuna vile Mkenya. Paka okay aje. Anyway, thank you Dan.
Bro.
Thank you so much Mike. You can
Guy,
oh, you want to talk to Dan? Okay, so Sleepy
Yeah,
bro.
Waje master
Inakuaje buda? Unaweza ifanya ile kitu uniset tumrudishe next week na Kaso.
Nirudishe next week na Kaso.
Uipoteze. Poteza tena.
Kama siku 3
Tupatane wapi ni kuseti.
Guy.
Hapa Kenko tao. Wase wacheni nikafunge.
Dan wachana na Sleepy. Hapana wewe patiana ya paka ya watu. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you so much Dan. Thank you so much. I think I was just so shocked about it because
you can imagine Regina with the other cats. It's like, yo, I'm going home. My owner is looking for me, and the others are like, we're just running away from the Nakuru butcher. You know? Nobody cares about us. It's crazy.
It's okay. But we're glad that the pussycat is back. It's safe and it was worth 50,000. Must be some pussycat.
You can literally kidnap that cat.
We should. We should look for Regina.
Ya paka ya Kayole.
Tuchukue tu. Paka za Kayole.
Imerudi ya mzungu na boli ya Kayole.
Na tujaiona paka Kayole. Hakuna paka Kayole.
This was a sad story. The next story is a sad story. A little bit sad anyway. Now, Karen Gasheru has sought help online, accusing Kenyatta National Hospital of calling for her arrest after she recorded their negligence that led to her elderly mother's death. Karen Gasheru went live on Kilimani Mums and Dad's Facebook group, explaining how a doctor whom she identified ignored her mother's critical condition. And she narrated how her mother was knocked down by a motorbike, sustaining a head injury, and she took her to Kenyatta. And you know, she explained how her mom stayed at the unit for hours with no help from doctors who were telling her to take the mother to a private hospital. What do you mean? Like, this is a hospital of come here.
The largest referral hospital in the country.
Pana nataka kuambia kitu moja. kuhusu Kenyatta National Hospital, those doctors, I'm very sure those doctors are not qualified. Those doctors I came to confirm today that they are not qualified. They are not qualified at all. Na ni kitu nimekuja kuconfirm. Hii video nataka ifikie watu wa media. Na nataka ifikie kila mtu. Kwa sababu kitu yote kifanyikia kwangu, mjue tu ni Kenyatta National Hospital.
So I've lost someone due to negligence, so my opinion will be extremely biased.
Yeah.
So Sheila, thoughts?
Okay, you know what? I feel like we need to really address this issue as Kenyans. I remember when doctors went on strike sometime, was it last year? And they were asking Kenyans, look, we all need healthcare. We cannot have a situation where we're losing people because of negligence. We already have shortage of doctors. We already have shortage of you know, equipment. So the few that are there, I mean, and Kenyatta being the hospital, if something happens to you in Nakuru, my friend, they will tell you, okay, we cannot be able to do anything from now. And they'll send you to Kenyatta. And do you really want to go to a place where you've had so many horror stories? And I know that they changed the CEO. They need to do something about it.
But you know as well, Sheila, there's the flip side. They say in every case, there's your side, his side, and the truth, right?
Yeah.
So we can't outrightly say that they were obviously wrong. You weren't there, you didn't see it.
Absolutely.
And of course,
Mina,
I'm not also
but what I'm
discrediting
saying is,
her story,
how
but it's
many
just
times have you heard about Kenyatta? Look, this is the hospital that takes care of most people in the country.
Yeah.
The least you can do is work on the little issues that are there to assure Kenyans that, guys, we're actually doing something. You can't come from a story of some horror stories of rape in the hospital to negligence. I mean, where does the buck stop? Come on, do something about it.
I see what you're saying. All right, so Sleepy, we don't have much time. We gotta skedaddle. Okay. Your opinion?
Bye. But my opinion was this. I read the story,
Yeah.
and apparently, I'm sorry for the family. I'm not teteing Kenyatta Hospital. I'm speaking this with a bigger perspective, where the doctor said, this is the doctor's side of the story. The doctor said that they told the lady that the mom was not feeling well. The mom needed an ICU bed, and they didn't have ICU bed. And they told them that they referred them, if you can get an ICU bed in another private hospital, it will be fine. That's the story of the doctors. So the mama was aliyeko kwa bed NC and ICU, and she needed ICU. So Kenyatta, as much as they would try all they wanted, if there was no ICU bed, it was not there. And you can't sit back and say, this is your mom. You can't sit back and say, in Kenyatta, lazima mpate ICU bed, lazima, you know. So the next time,
but
I'm just
this is
telling
the other
anyone,
thing.
I'm just telling anyone, the next time you go to Kenyatta, they tell you your person is critical and they have no space. You cannot gamble with life. Just try and do something else.
But you see, Sleepy,
Now,
have you ever taken someone when they are in a very, very dire state to hospital? You don't even think they're gonna make it to the next hospital. So I want to see you do something. Try, make me, like, you know, maybe, I don't know, get me an ambulance, and then maybe we'll figure out the payment, and then, you know, try to save her life fast.
But this is what asks me.
And
then
see,
now
Amina,
we can look for the ICU bed when we go to the private hospital.
The mom, I read the story.
Yeah.
The mom stayed there for 2 nights.
Yes.
2 nights, there was no vacancy in an ICU bed. You can't gamble with the life. Hakuna ICU bed, manze. Hata you're in Kenyatta, there is no ICU bed. If there is no, there is no.
But
my
Sleepy,
opinion.
Sleepy,
Okay.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but let me tell you something. There's a lot of Kenyans out there right now in a similar situation. And for me, I'm not blaming it on Kenyatta. I'm saying as Kenyans, we really need to do something about this. This is not something that's going to ever end.
Let's talk about the bigger
negligence.
picture.
We're talking there was
bigger
no
picture.
ICU bed.
Let's get more facilities. Let's be able to
that's
assemble
what I'm
more
saying.
people.
Less discussion
this is
about
a small of the big one.
Exactly, but you see, so
Universal
that's
healthcare, Mr. President.
So less discussions about
Sabina
what we're
George,
wearing.
Sabina
Maybe
Chega's
that could take
blouse.
like 2 minutes, and then now maybe we could, you know, give the chunk of the time that we have to talk about the health sector. I think that is important.
And
All
I
right,
think
so
hashtag free healthcare for every single Kenyan. Hashtag free healthcare for every single Kenyan. I know this is something that you're sitting there at home going like, how is that going to happen? If we can discuss Sabina Chega's blouse, we have enough time to discuss how we can sort out this healthcare issue.
And on that note, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're going to be back at 10 o'clock. You don't want to miss that right here on NTV. You don't want to miss that. Bye. Thank you for watching.